Hi everyone and welcome. Today I'm flying over Tindappah Island. Rumour has it that there's a large herd of goats that reside on this island, so we're going to go over and check out if those rumours are true. Please hit the like button and the subscribe button. And now for a little bit about Tindappah Island. It's also known as Garden Island. It sits about 2.5 kilometres east of Redland Bay, almost directly between Wynham Creek Marina and Macleay Island. It is only a very small island, no larger than about 600 metres across at its widest point. Tindappah Island is part of the Quandamooka people native title claim and is currently uninhabited, so no one's lived on the island now for several years. Tindappah is a beautifully green island, and from the water it just looks like it's covered in trees and bushland. However, in the centre of the island there is a large cleared area that almost looks like a large AFL football ground, and you can clearly see this when you fly over. There's still a house on the island and some sheds, but as I said, nobody has lived there now for several years. Approaching the cleared section of Island, you can actually see a herd of goats. There are goats on Tindappah Island. Now, before we go into how or why they came to be here, an interesting fact about this island is way back in 1905, there was a reported sighting of a crocodile seen on the shoreline of Tindappah Island. Now, at the time, this was not unusual, as there had been several sightings of a large croc in the Moreton Bay area. Witnesses had seen the croc all the way from the Logan River right up to the mouth of the Brisbane River. These sightings had grown in frequency over the previous 10 years, and shortly after the sighting on Tindappah Island, a crocodile just under the 4-metre mark was shot on the banks of the river near Waterford West, and was later pulled out of the river upstream about 3 days later by a group of men who had their photo taken with the crocodile, and this was all reported in the local paper. So back to the goats. How did the goats get on the island? Well, we know that back in the 1940s, the US and the Philippine governments would have their armies camp on the islands and use it as a training facility. And for several years after this, the island did have a permanent residence. And when he moved on, a caretaker took over and remained on the island until several years ago, but it is now uninhabited. So at some point, it's believed that the goats were possibly transported across to the island as a food source, and later released onto the island, where they've now grown into a herd of about 40 or 50 goats. So that's how we think the goats got onto the island. If you know anything different, please let me know in the comments below. Now, as we fly back to Redland Bay, there's a beautiful glow as the sun as it sets over Mount Cotton. So thank you very much for watching. As I said, please hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.